Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for subscribing, continued comments, all your likes, everything you do for me here on this channel. Today I will be reviewing a Rick Partlow Contact Front Drop Trooper Series 1. That's a lot, but it's a sci-fi series. I'm not gonna lie. I have been watching the Expanse series. I started reading Expanse, and I was kind of on the Kindle store, and I was looking for something just brainless, something possibly that wouldn't live up to anything more than just a hey, let's read something before we go to bed. And I picked it up, and I shit you not, I breezed through it this week. It was really good. Really good. I mean, I'm going to give it, it's tough. It's tough to give this one a star rating because it's like a manly blast through space, if I can put that anyway. But there's like badass female Marines and stuff. Let me get into the quick little Josh synopsis we got here. You follow Cam. All right. He was orphaned at a young age. You get a little bit of his backstory along the way, not a lot. That's one of my knocks for the story. It is 5 books so far, so I would assume more information will come out in the future. I also, you don't really get a lot of the political intrigue. It's more in the background, and then he wants the action up front, which is honestly what I wanted. The Expanse is very political. There's a lot of different interweaving different storylines. This is very up in your face. So you have Cam. He's an orphan. He is basically just a gang member. He's living a terrible life in what is now LA, and it's just a futuristic, blown out city that's basically just fast cars living in tunnels and just crazy stuff. Just futuristic. Now he does get caught. And he had stole what basically is meth, but it's called crank. And so he gets caught by the police, and they give him an ultimatum. They say, hey, you can be a Marine and serve in our forces because we are in this intergalactic war, and it's getting out of hand. You can do that, or you can spend the rest of your life in a cryogenic state, basically in prison. So go to jail or join the Marines. Now, this is where the story gets really interesting. This is the basic story premise. He goes, joins the Marines. Another knock that I have for this story would be that he is instantly good. He's good at everything. That's kind of one of those tropes that's popular in sci-fi and fantasy. In this one, he is just basically kicking ass and taking names. He cannot be stopped in this giant suit that they put him in. Now, our Marines in the future, they fight in these big mechanized suits with like gauges and things, and they tell you, okay, the enemy is 3.5 clicks that way, and you're going to shoot your rocket, and that's it, and he's going to die, So it's kind of futuristic warfare, which is believable, actually. To be honest with you, I think that, we'll all be kind of like Iron Men, 1,000 years from now. So, you have interweaving characters. A lot of characters that I liked were the side characters. The main character is kind of annoying, in my opinion. That's probably another reason why I'm giving it 3 stars. But don't take 3 stars as that I didn't like it, because honestly, I'm going to pick the next one up right away. I'm going to read through this series because it's that good. It's exactly what I wanted. I wanted some kick-ass sci-fi, and this is kick-ass drop trooper, mechanized warfare sci-fi. I mean, what else could you ask for? I don't want to spoil anything else. I haven't really spoiled anything, but I don't want to give anything else away. I definitely want you to pick this up for yourself if you like sci-fi, because it's a blast. I had a lot of fun with it. I hope that there's more to the story in the future, and I get to see what happens. This author writes spectacular for... I've never heard of him up until recently, and for a sci-fi small press or whatever, maybe even independent. Let's see what it's put out by. It was published April 28th, 2020, so it's relatively new. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if he's Yeah, Rick Partlow is that rarest of species, a native Floridian born in Tampa. He attended Florida Southern College and graduated with a degree in history and commissioned in the U.S. Army as an infantry officer. Okay, so that's cool that I'm reading this now because the boot camp sections of the story. Now these are Marines. The boot camp sections of the story were pretty authentic. I have quite a few friends, and my father was in the Marines. So I do know, the slang terms for different things and what happens in boot camp. And that's why I never joined, because it's pretty sucky. And so it's kind of cool. This guy obviously did his homework. He's obviously in the military, but I think he did speak to Marines. And basically, it was really cool to see that portion of the story. So, yeah, let's read the synopsis real quick, and then we'll wrap this up. So, for small-time street hustler Cam Alvarez, the choice is simple. He has no family, no friends, no place in the world, nothing to lose. When his latest con results in the death of a cartel hitman, Cam opts to join the Marines and leave Earth to fight a vicious alien enemy. Drafted into the Marine drop troops, Cam discovers that there's one thing he's even better at than running street con games, and that's killing the enemy. Wrapped in an armored battlesuit, Cam finds purpose amidst the horror and destruction of the war, and the opportunity for a new sort of friends and family. If he can break the habits of the life spent alone, trusting no one, and if he can survive, and I'm reading it as if there's another sentence, and there is not. So can he survive is the question. Now, yeah, there's quite a few of these books, and he has been cranking them out, this author. So I'm going to be checking them all out. I definitely suggest you guys check out the Drop Trooper series if you do care about science fiction and fantasy. It was fun. You guys ever pick up a book and like kind of not have high expectations, and then it kind of blows you out of the water? I kind of went in thinking it was, to be honest, I thought it was going to be like, smutty little, like, just blast through space and boom, pow, killing things. And, I mean, it had those moments, but there was a lot more to this story. So I don't want to be disrespectful to the author. I mean, but when you look at the cover, which is going to be on the screen at some point, I did think, okay, there's not going to be a lot of substance to the story, and I was delightfully surprised. So shout out to the author for that. Definitely check this series out. Thank you for coming by. Peace.